Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. God, I'm so happy to say that. I'm your host, the Gamer Darius. Last we left off, we just exited out of the farm after being found as a little bebe. And there's a few things I want to touch upon. Think I can touch upon them? Yep. Can see a pleasant smelling field of flowers. We'll address that soon. But we can walk around the world here, and when we see an exclamation mark, we can just enter it. This can be a random encounter, random items on the ground, pretty much anything. Literally. Pretty much anywhere else you can just stop in for a camp. I'll get into that too. And I just love this little bit. I love this. But anyways, okay. Let's go to Yawl Road. Alright. We're gonna take a few steps here, and then something awesome is gonna happen. An encounter! Oh man, the first one's with a gong head. Ugh. So, you can now properly see actual combat. And here's some awesome combat music too. This is like all-time favorite. Ray will pilfer. And again, here we can actually use items and examine. Okay, so you know how in a bunch of games you can learn enemy skills and whatnot? The examine skill is pretty much that. You examine the enemy, watch for an attack that you can learn, and boom, you learn it. There's a slight chance, and I think that there's a factor that has to deal with the character themselves learning it. But otherwise, you know, it's pretty simple. It's just hard to get them to do it without dying. Pilfer is a weak attack, but it does have a chance to steal upon... Oh. That would have hurt. There. Ah, I love it. Freaking 3D effects combined with 2D sprites. I don't know why I love it so much, I just do. And have everyone straight up attack. Yeah, couldn't steal anything. Damn. Everyone gets divvied up experience, so what you see is what everyone gets. And Zinni, which is money. Also, always... Oh, this is fun though. Triangle will activate the certain skills of a character. Ray will be able to unlock certain doors. And Tipo kicks. What's he kick? Anything he wants. Oh, there's a thing here. 40 Zinni. And Darius can actually cut down small trees. Why would I want to do this? Certain plot elements and also... Oh, I gotta go to the road first. Getting a little ahead of myself. Oh hey, a little Aigu. Let's see if we can't examine it. Am I thinking of mage goo? Oh, this is awesome. So, when a character is fast enough, like he supersedes everyone else in the game, he will have a little extra turn. So in this case, Ray could get in a quick extra pilfer. And steal a healing herb. Awesome. I need those. And of course, you can just hold down the direction button. And on top of that, the shoulder buttons will allow you to charge or escape. Ray's already pilfered, so shouldn't need to do anymore. He's actually a damn good powerhouse, but that's mostly because he's level 5. And, you know, Darius and Tipo are 1. This is the Yawl Road where we work. This road goes all the way to India. Someday, we're gonna blow this place and head out to the big city like Windia. Right, Ray? Well, instead of worrying about that, let's think about getting something to eat today, okay? We should go hide. and wait for someone to come by. Behind that tree up there looks good to me. It just kind of casually points that tree. So now, we go up to that tree. No more random encounters. I know that there's at least 2 other things we could encounter here, so I'm gonna say about that. Oh no, the opponent has the initiative. Early game, encounters can get really gruesome real quick like. So typically when it comes to large-ish groups like this, I just worry about, you know, living as opposed to taking the extra damage. And yeah, eventually this game can boil down to your stereotypical just mash the X button to get through the combat, but there are a lot of enemies that when they are your level, they require the same sort of attention span as Final Fantasy 1, because it's like, oh, Ray's strong enough to take out a goo, but the other 2 need to work together, or this guy's magic attack will be able to take him out. Alright, let's wait here. That was Ray, not Tipo. When someone comes by, we jump out. Like this. What's up, Darius? Don't get all soft on us now. Don't worry. We're just some poor kids trying to get some food. Whoever it is will forgive us, right? Sure. Hey, here comes somebody. He's alone. Okay, Darius, show him what you're made of. Go get him. I don't wanna. Just run into him. Like this. He's a big man. What are you trying to do, little one? Mug me, hmm? I've got enough trouble around here already with those rascals, Tipo and Ray. Listen to me. If you run into them, tell them that if I catch them, they'll be sorry. Bunyan's a good man. Whoops. Figures it would be Bunyan. And yes, as in Paul Bunyan. Who does he think he is, anyways? Hey, wait a minute. If Old Man Bunyan's out here, that means there's no one at his house, right? You're right. Let's go and grab some of his food. That'll show him. Delinquents. And there's actually pretty much nothing else on this road. I think. Yeah, because I can't get over there. Oh no, another battle. What is it this time? Ooh, goblins. Okay, so this is honestly one of my favorite forms of goblins in games. Because look at them, they're so adorable. Let's see. There's the regular goblins, which actually are inactive while it's doing pretty much anything. But if we examine the boss goblin, influence, you'll see that little exclamation mark over Darius's head. That means he learned influence. Ooh, cool, a bent sword. Ow. So, usually the goblins are inactive. They don't do anything. But, when you manage to, when you use influence, it baits the enemy. So you tell them, oh hey, instead of attacking that guy over there, why don't you attack this guy over here? Oh god, stop having them attack Darius. Well, it mostly works for confused party members or whatnot. It also helps when they've actually, not gone yet. But we want to kill the boss monster because, well, boss goblin first, because dude actually gives a fair amount of experience. Well, again, before level 1. Pilfer. Ow. I think Darius is more well-equipped for fighting than Tipo is. Alright, Tipo, let's try a flare on him. Then again, if a character did die, that would show off one of the other mechanics. That makes me love this game so much. There. I was honestly hoping for a Mage Goo, but okay. Influence is alright to me. And characters gain a level. Now this I love too, because you can see what each character gets individually. So Tipo gets more power and defense, while this Darius gets more power, agility, and intelligence. Most of the stats are pretty much self-explanatory, by the way. Power affects your straight-up hit-a-bitch stats. Intelligence increases your magic. Defense increases how hard of a hit you can take, and agility just how fast you can move. It's so simple, but it can get so deep. And we're going to go into the camp, because this is a mechanic I've yet to show off too. Because with as you're partying and getting more party members, they'll sit around camp and you can talk to them. Hey, did you know about what you can do in camp? Why, tell us, Tipo. You can rest and heal HP or make a record of your journey. If you want to know more, take a look at the book in the tent. And, hey, guess who's in here? When you're on the road and there's no wind around, or when you're poor, you can always camp out, right? I mean, assuming you have a tent. What do you want to do? So, here's where the fun stuff is. Masters are characters that you can interact to train under, more or less, to get bonuses in particular abilities or to get new skills as you level up, which gets a little tedious. I'll get into that when we encounter our first one. Skill notes lets you swap out skills, so we can now change influence for another skill. But that requires the skill Ink, which we had picked up first episode right behind that goblin. Change party members, self-explanatory, and rest. Yeah. So, with that done, let's also do a quick save, because never know when you're going to die in this. Drop a save point. Alright, so now we can just exit out of the tent and back on the road. So this is where the game pretty much breaks up into two, not breaks up or anything. We can go into the Firewood woods again, because that little house that we saw in the woods, that's Bunyan's house. One thing that does kind of irk me, though, is that usually within the first 5 or so steps... Oh, hey, the Mage Goo! Within the first 5 or so steps, you will pretty much always encounter something. Oh, wait, no. You do that. Ray and Darius. Tipo and Darius. The hell. Steal the thing. I honestly constantly forget about the camping mechanic, which is irritating, to be sure. I mean, like, I always forget about it when I need to rest, and I need to gather my HP back. Booyah! Darius is the one that learned it, not Tipo this time. Darius learned Burn, which is essentially like Tipo's Flare. I think it actually costs less AP. Action points, which, in case you didn't know what the hell that stood for. Oh man, all that zinny. So let's take a quick look at it. This gives him his first... Yeah. 1. Okay, cool. That is fantastic, especially for Darius, who has the lowest AP count of the group so far. Alright, there's one more monster I would like to encounter, because he also has a skill. Damn it. Oh, one other thing I forgot about these goblins is that I think that when there's only the regular goblins left, they will remain still, they won't do anything. But if there's only the boss goblin left, dude will straight up run away. It's hilarious, I love it. It gives each of the enemies that additional, not attitude, what's the word I'm looking for? Personality. There's a lot of personality in this. And it's all that personality that that's just really great. It's what they feed into like every little step that you do as a character. Oh, so another important thing. Ah, damn it. Kill the boss guy. So another important thing you guys will notice is the exclamation marks over the characters' heads when they are encountering something. Booyah, critical. That pretty much represents whether or not we are surprised. If everyone does not have an exclamation mark over their head, then that means that we're caught by surprise and the enemies get their own first round of combat. I pretty much always have had... Oh, another bent sword. Pretty much I've always had Ray go full on with the pilfering at this point in the game. Alright. I don't think we're going to run into that extra enemy yet. So let's loot a house. And like I said, Ray is the only one to pick locks, so... Just as I thought, nobody's home. Keep your eyes open, Darius. Someone might hear us if we make too much noise. Okay, let's split up. And check the place out. Quietly. There's gotta be some food around here. Darius! Shh! Just relax. Calm down, Darius. Easy for you to say. Never done a B&E. Thought about it. So pretty much all we're looking for is just a little bit of food, right? So naturally it would be where you store the food. Beef jerky. That'll feed us for days. Find something? Hey, there's food here. Alright, come on, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Old man Bunyan's come home. We might be in trouble. I'll go check it out. If something happens, I'll distract him. And you guys get away, okay? Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, everything's okay. There's no way Ray would get... Okay, now it's bad. I guess I better go and see what's happening. Don't worry. We can get out of here, right? And then there was one. Guess we know where I'm going. Hope I don't get punched in the face. That would suck. Damn it. I knew you were up to no good, but I didn't think you had sunk this low. No more punches, please. At a time like this, when everyone's shuffling, yes. Don't you know that if you don't work, you can't eat? Shut up, we were working. You just don't get it, do you? Robbing people isn't honest work. I've half a mind to run you out of the woods. But if you say you'll mend your ways, I can forgive and forget. What do you want us to do? Ray, you're a strong lad, aren't you? I've got a job just for you. You've heard of Mount Glaws, haven't you? Big mountain north of the forest. You'll know it when you see it. I want you to go there, understand? Just me? What about them? Don't worry. I got something else in mind for them. You're keeping them as hostages. So I'll do what you want, right? Alright, I'll do it. I don't know what you're up to, but I'll go to Mount Glaws. Tipo, you keep an eye on Darius, okay? Hey, old man. What are we supposed to do? Work, Tipo. If you want to eat, you have to work. Understand? Ah, chopping wood. That doesn't sound so bad. What I want you to do is chop firewood. It's really simple. Tipo sets the log and Darius cuts it. You know how to use a sword, don't you? It's the triangle button. If you cut too fast, you'll hit Tipo. If you cut too slow, you'll miss the log. Cut as many logs as you can until I tell you to stop. Understand? Yep. Hey, no problem. We can do it in our sleep. Come on, Darius. Let's get this over with. Alright then. Begin. Now this one is only a little tricky. You have to wait until it starts falling, but you gotta wait until it's like second or first falling animation. Otherwise, you're just gonna smack Tipo in the face. Like that. Too fast. It's not even like they got a rhythm to it. It's just, oh hey, it's falling now. You would think that Tipo would make it so as there's a little bit more sense to it. Stop. 19 logs. Not bad. There, we worked, didn't we? Now you won't complain if we steal, right? Tipo, you bastard. If you keep that up, one of these days you'll be sorry. Don't you see that? Ha! Who cares? One day real soon we're getting out of here. I ain't afraid of nothing. Come on, Darius, let's go after Ray. Now it's just me. Oh, okay. Right off the bat, we have ourselves our first encounter. And it's with the boss goblin. Should be able to handle this just fine. Honestly, at this point, I usually try to grind to level 5-ish to be on par with Ray. Because, the next mountain is a little bit on the mean side. Mount Glaws, it's pretty mean. So I may do that off camera, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Then again, it might just let you guys in on the whole how this game works thing. Let's see. The only thing that sucks is that at this point too, you've got such limited healing. You've only got Darius's heal, which does heal for 4, but it takes that heals up to full for us at this point. Damn, that's a nice boost. And Tipo got 2 power. Bastard. But heal only heals up for full at our current level, but it takes up 4 MP. So that pretty much means that we're going to get like 2 or 4 casts out of it, and then that's it. So let's quickly head back into McNeil and stock up, because I'd rather not be caught with my trousers down, as it were. Hi. Eek! You came back. Whew, don't scare me like that. She thought we were here to steal stuff. Nah, we're here to buy stuff this time. So, yeah, there's your typical status healing stuff as well. There's also items that let you use certain skills while it's in combat. For now, though, we're just gonna straight up all the healing items. Yeah. Got nothing to sell, or rather, nothing I particularly want to sell. I could sell this plate. I don't want to sell the beef jerky. That's like super emergency ration sort of situation. Oh, did it drop dude's dagger? We only want to sell 1 bin sword. I have a reason. It's a good one, I assure you. I'm trying to decide whether or not to go straight up to Mount Glaws or not. Yeah, we can take a peek up there. Take a peek at the peak of Mount Glaws. Mount Glaws? That's past the woods and to the east. Eh? Which way is north? I think it's up to the left. Actually, pretty good advice is the directioning. Because when I think north, I think like straight up. But we even got a little red compass that says otherwise. So I'm going to quickly camp and save. Oh, might as well see what Tipo has to say. Come on, let's go after Ray. Mount Glaws is north of the Cedar Woods. Well, okay, that's useful. Oh yeah, Tipo and Darius on a whirlwind adventure. But before we actually get to Mount Glaws, we actually have to get to Mount Glaws, which is a small area in and of itself. Which means more terrible, nasty monsters. Like the Gong Head, which isn't actually all that terrible and nasty, it's just annoying. Especially with the damage he does. Sometimes, I don't know if any of the characters will ever get it off soon, but when they receive a physical attack, usually just, you know, being attacked, then they could typically do a reprisal. It's mostly the more physical characters that do this. Ryu, I keep on calling him Ryu. It's not Ryu, it's Darius. Ryu is his default name, which means dragon in Japanese, if you didn't know. This rock is odd. And now we've caused a drought. We're good guys. Kinda. Sorta. Not really. But yeah, typically there will be a reprisal and it'll be from the more physical characters. Stupid son of a... Stop giving me freaking gong heads. There's like one other guy I want to face in here. Actually, no. Here, I think there's 2. I don't know if we'll ever see all the enemies. I doubt it, honestly. Because a lot of, again, with this being the PlayStation ports, none of it's like none of it's like set in stone or anything. We don't have a journal. That's what I'm trying to say. Weather vane. That's going to be useful in a desperate situation. And speaking of desperate situations, I think it might be a good idea to... I'll heal Darius in a bit. Famous last words. Seriously, famous last words. I died here. Oh, there it is. That's the main trap. This shows off status effects. They typically are there, right there, and it allows you to sleep. Lets you makes the character inactive until they are hit, or until so many rounds have passed. And of course, it takes you out of the initiative, so everyone takes an extra turn but you. And this is a giant plant, so let's hit it with fire. And magic effects do not awaken a character when they're asleep. So you will find enemies later on in the game that are like, oh hey, yeah, you like that character? You like them being awake? No. And the man trap, if I recall, actually gives plenty decent amount of experience and zinni. Alright, with the man trap there though, I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode here. When we return, we're on our way to Mount Claus. Holy crap, I'm playing Breath of Fire 3. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.